University of Kansas published an article that showed in 2007, at that time, Kansas was spending about $86 a day on kids in care, and Strengthening Families decreased the amount of time that kids experience foster care by an average of 190 days, which was huge. It's over $16,000. So from a macro perspective, that's massive. From a system-wide perspective, that's massive. From a child perspective, 190 days when you're not with your family, 190 days away from your community, your school, people that you love and you grew up with, that's really impactful. And our community did that. That was phenomenal.
So Strengthening Families came to Kansas the first round through the Regional Partnership Grant in 2011. Then in 2012-2013, another Regional Partnership Grant with KVC and KU brought Birth to Three Strengthening Families to Kansas families.
This program has been successful with the reduction in foster care and that more kids are able to go home. I've seen families come in from the beginning and they are completely broken, and I've seen them leave and follow them back through the agency, and those kids are home and they're thriving and the family is doing well. And I think that has a lot to do with Strengthening Families because of the tools that they teach and the trust that's gained between the parents during that time, with knowing that they have people in the community that will help them and their kids, along with just the right tools to be a parent inside the home.
I think Strengthening Families program is beneficial for anybody who has children or anybody who works with children really in any capacity. It's just really beneficial information about connecting to kids, why kids might act the way that they act at certain times, and building positive and healthy relationships. A lot of times we see children and families that are identified as at risk because of just poor communication skills. And any relationship ever, you go to any relationship expert, whether that's a romantic relationship, parent relationship, family relationship, what is the core issue? It's communication. So Strengthening Family, it really seeks to address any communication barriers that might be there. I'm also on the case management side, so I have referred some of my families that I work with to Strengthening Families, and I've gotten to watch a lot of those families use the skills that they learned in Strengthening Families and recall upon those skills, but not only that, they recall the positive memories that they had. It's amazing. And I definitely know a lot of the families really attribute the fact that they were able to communicate with not only their kids, but with other members of their family, and their partners and daycare providers and school providers. They feel more equipped to communicate appropriately with those people that they're connected with, and it has helped their family so much. So I've seen personally the positives, and it's been amazing.
One of the best things that I've seen with Strengthening Families is from week 1 to week 14 with the program. Week 1, families come in and the kids are like, oh, I have to sit with my parents for 45 minutes and eat dinner with them. And kids and parents are like, what am I going to talk to my kid about, for 45 minutes? You kind of see that on their face and within their mannerisms. And then at week 14, you just see this shift happen throughout the program of parents and kids coming in and really willing to talk with one another. Anyone who's interested in the program, please don't hesitate to reach out. We are here to support you and your family in growing and strengthening in our community.